Someone liked your profile. I smirked and swiped through the array of angles of this man. He looked like the type, my type. I slipped into a little top, one that would squeeze my cleavage, causing it to spill out. I ruffled my tight braids, creating a mess, so I looked disheveled, troubled. I spit on my finger and looked myself in the mirror, lips ever so slightly parted, as I smudged the mascara from my bottom lashes down to my under eyes. It was so easy. I stood patiently on the doormat, a milky white sweater wrapped around my shoulders. I crossed my arms over my breasts so as to accentuate upon what was already very accentuated. When he opened the door, I looked up at him with doe eyes that I had been practice makes perfecting for over a year. He poured me a glass. "Is this wine?" I asked innocently, as if I hadn't downed 4 shots of Fireball and inhaled a few grams of weed just an hour earlier. I pointed my chin up as I let the blood liquor wash the breath of Marlboro Reds away from my breath. After all, no man wants a girl who would dare let anyone but him between her lips, right? Get on your fucking knees. I obeyed, looking back up at him with my big baby eyes. Good little girl. He yanked on my braids and groaned, letting his neck fall back in pleasure, and I let myself disappear back into my own world. In my own world, I sit upon my throne made of men's bones, and a courtyard full of beautiful sirens accompany me behind the bench. I twirl the handle of the gavel under my gentle touch and bite my lip back to hide my smirk. Has the jury reached a verdict? Guilty. I let the smirk reveal itself. Very well then. I bang my gavel and feel a wave of pleasure shoot through my body as the man strapped to the floor below me shrieks. I pour the gasoline over his body and watch as he desperately struggles against the chains. Shh, it'll only take a minute. It'll only take a minute, right? I notice him harden as my lips brush his ears and I giggle before scratching the wooden stick against the side of the box. I slide the match between his lips like a cigarette and watch the flames erupt. His screams dissolve into nothingness as I turn my heel and slide my headphones on. All I can hear is the tap, tap, tap of my heels as I walk away.